Okay. Whew. Welcome back to my spiritual healing journey, Lotus Evolutions 369. My name is Cynthia, aka Lotus Evolutions, and I wanted to record this video because as I record for YouTube, I also record for myself, my own personal healing journey, and I vlog it. And I think it's important for me to do that because that's my way of sharing, right? Like, I don't really talk to a lot of people about things, and so I'm just gonna talk to myself and I'm gonna pour it out because 9 out of 10 what I'm saying, it resonates with someone somewhere and or at some point in time. So today I went through a lot of changes. A lot. And let me just back up a little bit because it was something I was going to say, and I really want to get it out, right? Have you ever cried internally, like on the inside, like cried and like let it all go and not hold back and like cried? Bro, I cried today. I cried multiple times today, right? And they were happy and sad tears, like simultaneously at the same time, because it was just like, when one door closes, another one opens, or when one window shuts, another one, opens up. You know what I'm saying? Where there's a will, there's always a way. You just have to keep moving forward. You have to understand that dynamics change, the situations change, right? And you got to make the adjustments. And change doesn't feel good all the time. Sometimes change hurts, right? And so, this is about to be a deep message. Sometimes change hurts. And sometimes, you don't want to let go of what once was so that you could take hold of what is new. So, you stagnate yourself, you sabotage yourself, you second guess yourself, you doubt yourself, right? You don't trust yourself. Y'all, I'm shaking. Like, I'm shaking. Sometimes it's like you know your worth, yet you don't operate in it for fear of, right, the outcome. And I'm learning, and I've learned today, in this very day, thank you, God. I learned today that you do not control the outcome, number one. And number two, trusting the outcome does not mean you have to know the outcome or foresee the outcome or understand the outcome. Trusting the outcome is trusting that it's going to happen the way it's supposed to happen, with whomever it's supposed to happen with. It's not in your control for you to be like, oh, I'm going to put this here and move that there. Like, you cannot dictate to God, right? Now, the scripture says, have a vision and make it plain. You can make requests. You can petition, right? You can ask. However, just because you ask doesn't mean you're going to get what you asked for, especially if you're not putting in the work, especially if you're not in the right energy, you don't have the right mind frame, the mindset, or the correct heart posture, right? And just because you ask doesn't mean you're going to get it, because sometimes what you ask for, you don't need it, right? You just want it, or you desire it, right? You feel like you got to have it. You obsess over it, right? And then it's like, just because you asked doesn't mean that you deserve it, right? That you are undeserving of it. Because you might not be deserving of what you're asking for, right? So it's like you got to know how to balance it out. And today helped me to understand that because I was at work and a couple of my coworkers are transitioning to new positions and, finding new jobs and things of that nature. And they had like a little celebration for them. And one person in particular understood because it broke me. I cried. I was crying. I'm like, I don't want you to leave. I don't want you to go away. Like, this person was like a safety net to me in a way that I didn't even know until I realized this person was actually like leaving, and like both of them, it was a couple of them actually, and I'm just like, bro, why are y'all leaving me? Why are y'all leaving me? Why y'all not staying? And it helped me to, well, it took me back to several places, right, in my life. Several places in my life where I felt abandoned, right? Like people was leaving me. Like, y'all my people. Like, I don't want to lose anybody else. I want people to stay with me. And I realized I'm like, I can't control you. I can't hold you back. I can't, dictate where you go, when you go, and how you go, and who you go with. Like, I have to be aware, conscious, alert, and accepting. That was the big word for today. Accepting of the situation and the circumstances as they are. Now, just because they are the way they are doesn't mean that they're not going to change. That's the whole thing. Everything changes, right? And even the things that don't change still change. And I know that sounds crazy, but if you catch my drift, you catch my drift. Even the things that don't change still change. So that means like even like, say for example, you have a job. Every year you go to the same job, right? That has not changed until you decide to change it. And when you decide to change it, you grieve. You go through a mourning process. You have to release and let go of the old version to take hold of the new. And today I cried, and then I got some news, and I was upset, and I cried about that. And then I was just like, I don't want to do this. It was like I was a pouty, whiny kid today. And I was like, what the fuck is this about? And I'm like, okay, whatever. I really showed my emotions. I shared them, and I was just like, wow, like, okay. And once I regulated and I calmed down, it took me a long time to regulate and calm down from that. Like, I had to like kind of put my feelings on pause for a second, because I'm like, yo, snap out of it. You still at work. You still gotta do that. You know what I'm saying? Keep it moving, right? So I had to put my emotions on pause so I could finish out my day, because I was like, I'm not going to let this take my whole day. You feel what I'm saying? I feel some kind of way. I'm going to make peace with it for right now. However, I still feel some kind of way. So I'm home and I'm chilling, and I finally get to relax. And I'm like, all right, let me sit with my day. And I'm like, all right, it all came back. And I'm like, what am I supposed to be learning from this? What am I supposed to be receiving from this? What am I supposed to, like, what is this? And a coworker of mine, one of her family members had passed away, God rest their soul, and she asked me to perform at the funeral. And I was like, okay, I can do that, but I need to know the song. Like, tell me the song you want me to sing, and I'll sing it. You know what I'm saying? So then I'm sitting here today, and I'm like, okay, let me get some warm up on, because I haven't sang in I don't know how long. You know what I'm saying? Voice kind of rusty. So it's like, okay, what can I practice? What can I sing? So I'm looking, and I got to listening to different songs, and I went somewhere, y'all. I went to a place. It took me to a place within myself that I have not been in a very, very, very long time. And everything clicked for me in that moment, and I cried. However, when I cried, I did not cry real tears. I cried internally, like inside. And it was like, it was like my soul knew everything was all right. My soul understood that I made the right choices, that I made the right decisions, that I moved in the right directions, and that everything that was happening to me was happening for me, and not just to me, happening for me. Because when God works for you, and when God, I don't mean to say it like that. I really don't want people to misunderstand. When God works for you, He works for you in the sense that you're working for Him. However, He works for you to bless you. He blesses you according to how you bless yourself, how you discipline yourself, how you nurture yourself, how you love yourself, how you respect yourself. How are you living like God? How are you walking like the teachings of Yeshua, right? Let's call Him by His true name, Yeshua, right? Yeshua was an example. He came and He showed us how we were supposed to live. He spoke to us in ways that we are supposed to understand. That if we are spiritually inclined and spiritually in tune and tapped in with ourselves, and we listen to ourselves, and we've allowed ourselves to be awakened, right? not hidden or hiding, like really awakened and open and honest and true and trustworthy and seeking the truth, right, and living in our truth. When we are awakened and we walk in the direction and the path that Jesus led, yo, your life will open up for you in so many ways that you cannot imagine. And although you may make petitions, I'm telling you, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I asked God, and I'm like, God, and God answers my prayers every single time. Let me just be real. He answers my prayers every single time, whether they good or bad, ugly, sad. God teaches me. He shows me what I need to know in every waking moment of my life. You just ask. Asking spirit is asking God. Asking spirit and God are one and the same. The Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost is spirit. The Holy Ghost is the spirit. So if you're asking, you have to trust and know that you're going to receive what it is that you're asking for, be it good or bad. So if you're asking for trouble, you're going to get trouble. If you're asking for intuition, you're going to get intuition. And the funny thing about God, God doesn't just give it to you. He gives you opportunities to increase that gift, that skill, that ability, that knowledge, that awareness, that knowing. He puts you in situations to prepare you for it, right? He don't just give it to you. Oh, this is what you're asking for? Okay, let's see if you're actually ready for this. Let me start testing your spirit. Let me start testing your soul. Let me start educating you. Let me start giving you knowledge in you. Knowledge in you? Let me start pouring knowledge into you. Let me start, tapping into your wisdom. Let me open you up. Let me expand you. Now, in order for me to do that, I got to cut away these. It's the same way when you take care of plants. You got to prune them, right? Especially like bushes and things like that, trees. You have to prune them. Just like a child. You train up a child in the way they should go and they should never depart, right? Now, my mother, she trained me on the Bible to read the Bible, read the Bible, read the Bible. She always said, read the Bible, read the Bible. And I've read the Bible. I've read the entire Bible. I read the entire Bible from cover to cover. I studied it. You know what I'm saying? I studied it when I was at that level of consciousness, that level of awareness when I was 9. I didn't pick it back up really heavy and start studying it again until I was maybe, 30, 34? And then I put it back down again. And I picked it back up. And it's like I keep putting it down, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. And I said, God, don't do that to me. And God said, I'm not doing anything to you. I'm doing to you, or I'm giving you the opportunity to do what you need to do for yourself. You say you want to be more spiritually inclined. You say you want to be more in tune. You say you want to be... And once you pick it up, you can't put it down. Even though you try. It's still going to be little things here and there that's going to pop out at you. That's going to pop out to you. That, is connected. That's telling you, hey, come back. This is what you asked for. Well, if you're not going to, receive it, you're just going to have to be sitting there. You're going to be stuck until you realize you got to receive what it is you asked for. That's why they always say, be careful what you ask for. Be careful what you wish for. Because you just might get it. You get it. You just don't know when you're going to get it. Right? You always get what you ask for. You just don't know when you're going to get it. And we begin to anticipate, and we begin to obsess, and we begin to overthink and become overzealous or become impulsive because we're wanting it. We're wanting what I asked for. Where is it? I don't see it. And God is like, I'm teaching you something right now. You're not paying attention. You're asking for this. Yeah, it's a lesson that you're missing. And until you get this lesson, you're not going to get what you asked for. I'm going to give it to you. How am I going to give it to you when I know you're ready for it? When I know you're in the space and you're open and you're ready and you're willing to receive. And I love this one of my joke. People say all kinds of stuff about her, but I don't give a damn. Like, she cool with me. I ain't never had no beef with her. I don't beef with nobody in my work. I just, for what? Why? And I wrote it down. And she said to me, because I was upset, and I told her, and she was like, it's okay. Because I was like whining and crying and everything, and I was like, it's alright. And I talked to her, because she's like my grandma. She's like the grandma that drove for me. And I talked to her, and she was like, baby, sometimes you worried about the problem. You're focused on the problem that you're missing the solution, right? Or you're so focused on the problem that you're letting your blessing bypass you because you're so in your feelings, you're so in your emotions, you might not even be paying attention to your actual blessing that's right there in front of you. And so I was like, you absolutely right. I don't see it as a blessing right now, right? You right now. And I'm sitting here and I'm like, okay, the blessing is right in front of me. What am I missing? I am the blessing. I am the gift. I am the way. I am the truth. I am the light. Right? I am the blessing. Right? I am the gift. You know what I'm saying? Whatever it is I desire, I'll show get. As long as I'm willing to posture myself to receive it, as long as I'm willing to discipline myself to receive what it is that I'm asking for, then I shall receive it. If I'm not disciplined to act in it, why do I need it? Why do I deserve it? Why should I be able to obtain it? I told you this was going to be deep. Right? So I'm like, okay, you right. Baby, when I say I cried, and it was like the walls of my heart opened up. And it felt so good. I was so thankful. So thankful. Just grateful. I made me think of some grateful, 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 grateful. Yeah. Not at the second. What's up? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. My son, he always gets a hug, kiss, and high five before he go to bed at night. So I had to give my man his hug, kiss, and high five. You feel me? Come on, blanket. But she said that to me, and I had to really reflect on it, right? Because it hit, but it didn't resonate. It resonated, but it didn't. It resonated, but it didn't hit. There you go. I said it backwards. It resonated, but it didn't hit until this evening, and I was like, bro, today was just a heavy day, and I was grateful. The level of gratitude to know that I made it this far. I've accomplished so much in such a short time, and like it's not over. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hearing God say, "It's not over. It's not finished. It's only the beginning." Guys, I'm hearing that. That's funny. And I'm here to tell you that. Whoever needs to hear that, because I needed to hear that, and I needed to get this out of my system. I needed to talk to somebody. And I'm so grateful that I'm able to talk. I talk all the time. My son told me, he was like, basically my biggest flaw is I talk too much. I will say that. It's my blessing and my curse. And I don't look at it as a curse though. It's my blessing. So I cancel the curse. It's my blessing. I talk. That's what I do. And I don't just talk about frivolous things, right? I talk about real life things, real situations, real things. What my son told me my biggest flaw really is that I don't listen. He was like, Ma, you'll be talking to me, and then he you'll interject in it. And I'm like, I know, I don't do it on purpose. I don't do it intentionally. It's like I might cut him off or he might cut me off. And it's because I'm really intently listening to what you're saying, and then I'm adding on or interjecting. And so it's like, okay, you got to pause on that. You can't do that. That's rude. You got to let that person finish their thought and finish what they're trying to say. And so it's like today I had to really sit and listen and take it all in. And I was just like, bro, it's a lot. It's a whole lot. It was a whole lot. And it was good things and bad things. And it was actually in the last couple of days, because I got into it with my son too, my oldest son. And I realized that the sins of the mother and the father are not your children's sins to bear. They already have to bear their own sins. And if you want those sins to stop, and basically sins is lessons, if you want those lessons to stop in that regard, you got to catch yourself in the midst of your lesson, right? And so I'll say that to say, like, okay, when I was growing up, my mom, I love my mother. Lord knows I love my mother. My mother, she would always, when I would ask for advice, she would always give me advice. However, she would always offer it sometimes without me even asking. And it was always just her opinion or her perspective of things, how she saw things and what she saw, what she perceived, and what she understood, or what she knew. And I understand now that she was, moving off of her intuition and her empathy, her feeling, right? And what I had to learn was that you cannot control the narrative, right? We don't control the narrative, even though we think we do. We don't. The only thing we control is our willpower. That's our ability or movement or wanting or desire to do something, right? How much do we want it? And I mean, how do you want it? How do you feel? How do you want it? How do you feel? I'm hearing that. That's funny. But it's like, how bad do you want something? Like, what is your determination behind it? What work are you putting into it? Anyway, my determination was to prove my mama wrong. Girl, boy, whomever. She would always give me what I would say is the negative aspect of things. She would always give me, like, the consequences. This can happen, that can happen. It was never really always a positive, right? At least in my eyes, I didn't see it as a positive. What I now know as a mom myself and being in her position now and close to her age is that, and it's funny because I'm her age and my son is my age that I was when she and I was going through this shit. For damn near. damn near close. I know my son is definitely my age that I was when I was going through this with my mom, basically, put it like that. And I'm talking to my son and I'm like, bro, I realized, I'm doing to you what my mom did to me, and I'm not even intending to do that to you, right? It was just an unintentional thing, right? And what I learned was, like, I had to let go. I can't be a helper parent. I can't be a dictatorship. I can't be a, like, I don't want to have my apron strings tight to you like that. No, go live your life, friend. Go do what you feel is the right thing for you, the best thing for you. And just know that I'm here to support you and have your back, regardless. You know what I'm saying? We'll figure it out. I'm always going to be your support system or your support team, right? And I had to learn how to navigate that in the midst of, like, mind you, when I say we had a heated argument and he told me something and it just hurt my feelings and I started crying. Basically, he said, I don't trust you. And I said, how in the hell could you say some shit like that to me? I birthed you, nigga. I brought you into this world. I raised you up. You ain't getting no trouble. You gone to school. You've educated. You know what I'm saying? I've always had a good example for you. I've always given you good, advice. Like, I stared you straight and narrow, nigga. How could you say you don't trust? And I'm like, whoa. And I'm like, okay, that shit hit because I cried. And I'm like, whoop, I'm crying. Why am I crying? And I said, uh-oh, this is a lesson. This is a lesson for me. Go sit my ass down. Go sit down. Because you crying. Crying is a trigger. What are you crying for? Why are you crying? Because the truth hurts. The truth hurts. And I was like, oh my goodness. I have unresolved issues in regards to my mother. Because I felt like my mother did not trust me. I felt like my mom did not trust that I was going to make the right decisions at the right time. Even though I was making the decisions that I was making and it didn't make sense to her. I knew what I was doing. I knew where I was going. I knew what I was getting into. I knew what my journey was. How you going to tell me XYZ PDQ? And even to this day, I still like, yeah. However, at the same time, I understand now from her perspective because I am the parent and he is my child. And so it's like from the parent perspective, like, bro, whoa, hold on, slow down. I see where you're going with that, but let me enlighten you to some things. You might run into ... when you go that way, right? You might, these are the options that you might have if you do these particular things. Like, so be realistic, be honest, right? Be open, pay attention, be logical about your shit. And then it was like, whoa, yeah, you doing that. You're supposed to tell the kids, like, guide them. However, like, are you guiding them out of fear? Or are you guiding them out of light? And I'm hearing the guiding light. The fucking soap operas and shit. Guiding light. Are you the guiding light? If you're supposed to be the lighthouse shine the way. You know what I'm saying? The lighthouse gives directive. The lighthouse opens up the portals for you. You feel what I'm saying? So you can see where the fuck you're supposed to be going. So how are you being a lighthouse right now, Miss Ma'am? And I was like, ooh, I'm not. I'm taking what I felt towards my mother out on my son as the mother to my son, as if my mother was me. Right? If that makes sense. I hope I said that correctly, but I'm taking the sins of my mom, the feelings I had towards my mom when I was 19. My son has these feelings towards me. However, my feelings that I had towards my mom, I'm taking them out on my son. Right? Because I felt like my mother didn't trust me. And now I'm my mother and my son, I don't trust my son to a certain degree, or I didn't, rather. And so it was like, it's not like I don't trust you to make the right decisions, the right choices. I don't trust, the outcome. I don't trust who you're around. I don't trust it. It was a lot of things, and I really had to sit with that shit. And I'm like, now I understand what my mother was attempting to teach me when I was 19, 20 years old. It's not that I don't trust you. I don't trust the people around you. I don't trust, the conscious awareness that you have at this level, because you are naive, or you're blind to some things that you're not knowledgeable of right yet. And I can't tell you about it because you're not in the right mind to receive it yet, right? It's not going to make sense to you at 19, 20 years old. You know what I'm saying? Just trust me. And it's like, like, what? You want me to blindly trust you? And it's like, yo, you blindly trusted me this far? Right? I got this. I'm still alive. He's still alive. We blindly trusted this one. And so I was like, oh my goodness. Oh my God. God, thank you, God. God, you're teaching. You taught me something. Oh my goodness. Let me fix this. Let me go upstairs and heal this right now. I went and apologized to my son. Instantly. And he was like, what? And I said, I had to apologize to you. I said, because I was treating you as if I was treating you like my mother treated me. Not even intending to do so. The sins of the mother being passed down to the children, right? I'm treating you in a way that you don't even really deserve based off of how I was treated, and not intending to treat you that way. However, also being a mother and now being the age that I am and having the knowledge and the wisdom and the understanding that I have, I want to share this wisdom. How do I share this wisdom? You can't share the wisdom by stagnating them or stunting them or telling them that their decisions, or telling them no, or only giving them the negative aspect. You got to stay positive. You got to stay positive at all times. You got to trust that God is going to work things out for you at all times, no matter where you are, no matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter why you are. You have to have faith. And I'm hearing Donkey from fucking Shrek. You gotta have faith. Faith without works is dead. And when I tell y'all my lessons today, the lessons I got today, I was just like, okay, God, you working on me from the inside out. And when I got home and I sat down in this chair, baby, and I was like, let me just kind of go back through this day a little bit to just kind of let this shit go so I can move on to the next thing, on to the next thing, on to the next, on to the next. And God was like, no, sis, sit down. Look inside. Recognize what's going on. Feel what you gotta feel. And baby, when I tell you the internal cry that I had, when I say I feel so relieved, I feel so just like, thank you. Like a weight was taken off of me. And it was just like, yo, what my mother say, don't look your gift force in the mouth. Don't look your gift force in the mouth. Look, don't ask me what the fuck, because I can't even break that shit down right now. But yeah, you get it. Like, your gift is right there in front of you. Like, pay attention. You're blessed. You blessed beyond measure. I had to look. I text my boss late too. I don't know. Text my boss late, but I text my boss. I'm like, look, I had to think about everything you said today. You are absolutely right. Like, y'all, when I tell y'all I'm a theatrical ass person, y'all, I'm so extra. I'm so all the time, and I don't even mean to be. I'm so dramatic. I don't even mean to be sometimes, but certain situations just come up out of me. I'm just like, I can't. And I'm going to search my feelings. I'm going to tell you how I feel. Either I'm going to tell you, I'm going to show you. And it's going to come out. I am who I am, right? And I refuse to not be me anymore. I refuse to wear any masks. I refuse to hide. I refuse, like, you don't like me, you don't gotta fucking like me. I don't care. I said it already, and I really show that shit though. Like, I really don't give a fuck. My level of I don't give a fuck is high. Yeah, it's high. And it's just like, okay. And that's why, like, when I do give a fuck and I put my energy into things, that's why I hurt that much more. Because it's like, yo, I actually put my energy and effort into that. Or I built something right there. That shit kind of hurt. That shit, it hit kind of deep. You know what I'm saying? So don't fucking play with me. Don't play with my energy. Don't play with my mind. Don't play with my emotions. You feel what I'm saying? Don't do that to me. You feel me? Because, like, when you play with my feelings, you play with my emotions, I feel some kind of way. I disrespect. You just disrespecting me. And I'm not going to let you disrespect me. That shit did. The fuck? That shit all the way dead, bitch. Like, fuck wrong with you? You got me fucked up. I will remove my energy so fucking fast. What? Man, alright, man. Say less. Pete. And I won't, and it'll be so fucking subtle. And sometimes people don't even recognize it, they don't even catch it, it'd be so subtle, yo. So subtle. And people be like, something seems different between you. Yeah. Just cause. No, I'm chilling. Everything's good, everything's fine. Yeah. I peep shit. I peep game a lot, all the time. I just don't say shit. Because it's like, do I really want to exert my energy towards that? Is it worth it? Or I'm going to just let the universe work that out? Yeah. The universe works for you just as much as you work for the universe. You work for it, or you work for the universe. Y'all tag team, back again. Yeah, you tag team back and forth. So it's like, yeah, I'm not tripping up no bullshit. Hell no, I'm not. So, Lord, I don't even know what to call this reading because I jumped all over the place, but y'all, I had to vent. I had to vent. And that vent, I feel like, was a good vent because I shared so many knowledgeable just jewels through this whole little message. So, get what you get and be okay with it. Like, get what you get and be okay with it. And it was something, I'm thinking about Leon now. I'm probably going to pull some cards. I already know. As a matter of fact, I know I'm going to pull cards. I'm probably going to be up late tonight because I'm getting my shit done. Fuck that. Ain't no more procrastinating, waiting around. I'm about to knock some shit out tonight. I'm definitely about to do some readings, though. I'm definitely about to get on this book table tonight because I ain't been on the table, what, a couple days, 3, 4 days. Some days. I ain't been on the table some days. Let's just say that. But I'm on the table tonight, so I had to get my little vent session out, say what I gotta say, you know what I'm saying, drop this jewel and keep moving. And it is what it is, and life shall go on, life shall proceed, and you shall proceed along with it. You just have to be strong. You have to be secure within yourself. You gotta love yourself. You gotta trust. You gotta know. You gotta believe. You gotta have faith. You gotta keep walking. And I'm hearing Mary. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. I'm walking, I'm walking, I'm walking. And with that being said, I'm walking out, y'all. Peace. I'll show y'all me in the same. I gotta go to the bathroom, y'all. Peace out, y'all.